I think the people who have lived in Maple Valley understand how special of a place this truly is. The schools, the parks, everything that there is to do here, just the community and how involved people are. I think that it's pretty unique.
What drew my family to Maple Valley was you drive through Four Corners, you drive through some of the bigger areas, and you can just kind of get a sense of community.
One of the things that brought me specifically to Maple Valley was the award-winning school district at the time. When I moved here, it didn't have any kids, but that was definitely in the plan.
With the multiple awards that the district has won, we of course wanted our children in one of the best rated school districts.
It's really clear that Jeremy really loves Maple Valley, and it's funny because I know that he prefers people to stay in Maple Valley when he's helping them buy homes. But you can really tell he gives back a lot into the community that he grew up in, and he just cares about it a lot, and I think it really shows. And that's also something I tell people when they're looking in Maple Valley. I say, hey, I know someone that specializes in Maple Valley. You really should use them because they know the area very well.
I think my perspective is just a little bit different when marketing homes in Maple Valley, just because I have the experience of growing up here and being part of the community all of my life.
The problems I see on the listing side with agents nowadays is most of them just do the norm, just what to get by. They put it on the MLS, they put a sign in the yard and hope that another agent will bring a buyer, and they don't spend the time or money to market the property effectively to get their sellers the most amount of money.
One of the other problems in real estate today is agents are trying to do everything on their own, and there's over 115 different variables in the home selling process. And there's just no way that a one-man show or one-woman show can handle all those different variables and be effective and efficient in doing so. So one of the benefits that we have here at Excel Real Estate Experts with having a team is each one of us specializes in something specific.
If I couldn't get a hold of Jeremy for some reason, someone was always there and everyone was up to date on what was going on with the sale of my house. I could just about call, walk into the office, talk to the girl up front, and she knew exactly what was going on at any time. And it was really reassuring that it wasn't just a one-person operation. This was a group that really all had one goal and worked together seamlessly.
Previous to meeting Jeremy, we had this house on the market with another agent, and I mean, it was not a good experience. Yeah, it was not a good experience at all. We had to make all the phone calls, the communication wasn't there.
On the listing side, I think the thing that makes us the most successful is just having a plan going into it. And that's part of the consumer experience that we're trying to deliver at the highest level possible, where with a traditional brokerage, you have 25, 30 different agents and they all have a different approach. When you work with Excel, we do the same exact thing every time, and because of that, our results are more predictable.
The thing I really liked about Jeremy and Excel is the system that they put you through. You start by getting a pre-listing inspection, so you know what's going on with your house, what objections might come up.
We're going to do an upfront inspection, which does a couple things. First, it's going to put the seller in a better negotiating position. We're also going to find anything that's potentially wrong with the home that we need to take care of prior to putting it on the market.
It really helped us have peace of mind when we put it on the market that there wasn't going to be a lot of surprises once people started looking at the house.
We have a professional stager come in. Now, this isn't somebody that's on our team that we call our staging professional. Our stager stages between 300 to 400 homes a year. That's what they do every single day, and that's what they're good at.
Staging is what puts you at the top of someone's list for the property they're going to see. They're going to look at properties on the internet, and in about 3 seconds, they're going to decide whether or not they want to go and see a property. And if your pictures and your house doesn't look great, they're not going to waste their time.
Our experience with the stager was great. She definitely has a way to picture your home in a way that you wouldn't be able to. She's upfront, straightforward. She definitely gives you confidence that the house is going to look amazing, and the end product is that it does. I would never imagine the house could look this good.
We find that homes that are staged when they're listed sell for a lot more and sell faster than homes that aren't staged.
When we put a home on the market, we position it in a way that buyers want to get in it right away, and they're afraid that if they don't get in it, and potentially make an offer that it's not going to be on the market long. When somebody's afraid of missing out on something, they're more likely to pay more for it.
I think the major thing that made Excel stand out to us is actually their marketing. And when you're going to put your house on the market, that's the main thing for a real estate agent, is how to market the property, get the people in the door, and that's what mattered to us.
I would say what sets us apart is that we have a system, and it's a repeatable system that we do every time. Simple things like what day we list the house on the market. The fact that we actually have a professional photographer and stager go in, so you know your home's gonna look great. A lot of agents out there have iPhones. An iPhone is not a proper way to get your listing ready, and we're gonna make sure that it shows well.
I would say probably the number one thing that really truly separates us from the competition is we actually put our money where our mouth is. So if your home isn't sold in the first 59 days, we actually step in and buy it for a price that's predetermined between you and I prior to ever going on the market.
So the results of going through that process where we listed the house on Thursday and then reviewed the offers. We had multiple offers by Monday and picked the best one. We sold it for a few thousand over asking price, and plus got a rent back agreement too, so we were really happy with that.
It's amazing. For me, I was kind of afraid of putting the house on the market. I didn't know how long it was going to take. I don't want to have to keep my house clean for months at a time. We have a toddler, so to sell the house in 4 days was amazing.
One of the things I found surprising in working with Jeremy Mellick and being part of his team is that it's not just about the real estate. I don't know that I realized coming into it that Jeremy grew up in Maple Valley. It's not just where he's raising his family, but it's where he's always been. So, although yes, the point of the business is to sell real estate, it's not just that. It's the community, it's the events.
He does a lot of events that benefit the local food bank and provides a lot of resources to the food bank on an annual basis.
It's nice to see my kids going through the same good schools, the same great community, and now through my business, I'm also able to help people with one of their largest financial investments and bettering their life and spending time in the community.
We have a family, and Jeremy's a family man from Maple Valley, and so it meant a lot listening with Jeremy.